Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 Kings 14:21, Proverbs 8, and Psalm 136. Let's get started. At that time Abijah's son Jeroboam fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his wife, "Arise and disguise yourself, it may not be known that you are the wife of Jeroboam. And go to Shiloh. Behold, he the prophet is there. He said to me that I should be king over the people. Take with you 10 loaves, 10 some cakes, 10 jar of honey. He will tell you what shall happen to the child." Jeroboam's wife did so. She arose and went to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah. And Ahijah could not see, for his eyes were dim because of age. And the Lord said to Ahijah, "Behold, the wife of Jeroboam is coming to inquire concerning her son. He is sick. Thus shall you say to her." And she came, she pretended to be another woman. When Ahijah heard the sound of her feet, she came in at the door. He said, "Come in, and wife of Jeroboam, why do you pretend to be another? And charged with unbearable news for you, go tell Jeroboam, thus says the Lord to come Israel. Because I exalted you, her own people, and made you leader of the Hebrews, and took the kingdom away from the house of David and gave it to you. And yet you have not been my servant David, who kept my commandments, and followed me with all his heart, doing only that which was right in my eyes, but you have done evil above all who have gone and made for yourselves other gods and no images, provoking me to anger, and have cast me behind your back. Therefore, behold, I'll rain calm from the house of Jeroboam, and I'll come from Jeroboam every male who is upon them for in Israel. I will burn up the house of Jeroboam, as a man burns up dung until it is all gone. Anyone who belongs to the house of Jeroboam who dies in the sea, the dog shall eat. And anyone who dies in the open sea, the birds of the heaven shall eat, for the Lord has spoken it. Arise therefore to go to your house, when your feet enter the sea, the child shall die. And all Israel shall emerge from and bury him, for he only Jeroboam shall come to the grave. Because in him there is found something pleasing to the Lord. And God Israel, in the house of Jeroboam, the Lord will make Israel for himself a king over Israel. Struck off the house of Jeroboam today, and henceforth the Lord will strike Israel, as the reed is shaken in the water, and rid of Israel out of this good land. He gave to their claws and scattered them beyond the Euphrates, because they made Asher. The written the Lord to anger. He will give Israel up because it sins Jeroboam. And she sinned and made Israel to sin. And Jeroboam's wife arose and departed and gave to Tirzah. And she came to the threshold of the house, and the child died. And all Israel buried him and mourned for him, according to the word of the Lord. He spoke by his servant Ahijah the prophet. And now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, how he warred and how he reigned, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. And the time that Jeroboam reigned was 22 years, and he slept with his fathers, and out of his son reigned in his place. Now Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, reigned in Judah. Rehoboam was 41 years old when he began to reign. He reigned 17 years in Jerusalem. You see that the Lord chose out of all the tribes of Israel was named there. And his mother's name was Naamah the Ammonite. And Judah did what was evil inside the Lord, and they provoked him to jealousy with their sins that they committed, more than all that their fathers had done. They also built for themselves high places and pillars and Asherim on every high hill, and under every green tree, and there was a male called prostitutes in the land. They did according to all the abominations of the nations that the Lord drove out before the Hebrews. In the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak king Egypt came over against Jerusalem. He took away the treasures of the house of the Lord and the treasures of the king's house. He took away everything. Yes, he took away all the shards of gold that Solomon had. And King Rehoboam made in their place shields of bronze and committed them into the hands of the officers of the guard. He kept the door of the king's house. And often as the king went into the house of the Lord, the guard carried them and brought them back to the guard. And now the rest of the acts of Rehoboam and all that he did, I have not read in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah. And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam continually. Rehoboam slept with his father, and then was buried with his father in the city of David. His mother's name was Naamah the Ammonite, and Abijah his son reigned in his place. And in the 18th year, King Jeroboam's son Abijah began to reign over Judah. He reigned for 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Elishama. And he walked in all sins that his father did before him. His heart was not wholly true to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake, the Lord God gave him land in Jerusalem. So now his son after him, established in Jerusalem. As David did walk right in the eyes of the Lord, and did not turn aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, except in the matter Uriah the Hittite. Now there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life. The rest of the acts of Abijah and all they are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah. And there was war between Abijah and Jeroboam. And Abijah slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David, and Asa his son reigned in his place. And in the 20th year, Jeroboam king of Asa began to reign over Judah. And he reigned 41 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abishai. And Asa did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, as David's father had done. He rose the male called prostitutes, and then removed all the idols that his father had made. He also removed Maacah's mother, being queen mother, because she had made a abominable image for Asher. And Asa cut down the image and burned it at the brook Kidron, and the high place was not taken away. Nevertheless, the heart of Asa was wholly true to the Lord in all the days. He brought unto the house of the Lord sacred gifts of his father's own sacred gifts, silver and gold and vessels. And there was war between Asa and Baasha king Israel all their days. Baasha king Israel went up against Judah and built around him. He might permit no one to go out or come into Asa king of Judah. And Asa took all the silver and gold that were left in the treasure of the house of all the treasure of the king's house, and gave them to him as his son. And King Asa sent them to Ben-Hadad, the son of Tabram, the son of Hezekiah, and King Syria, who lived in Damascus, saying, Let there be a covenant between me and you, as there was between my father and your father. And I am sending to you a present of silver and gold. Go, break a covenant with Baasha, king of Israel, and he may withdraw from me. And Ben-Hadad listened to King Asa, set commands of his armies against the cities of Israel, and conquered Arjun, Dan, Abelith, Malacham, and all Chenlas, as all of them. And all Chenlas, that's all the land of Naphtali. And when Baasha heard it, he stopped building Ram, and he lived in Taz. And the king Asa made a proclamation to all Judah. None was examined. They cut away the stones of Ram and its timber, which Baasha had been building. And with them, the king Asa built Geba, Benjamin, and Mizpah. And the rest of all the acts of Asa, and Asa and Mosma, all the cities that he built, they're not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah. In his old age, he was deceased, and his feet, and Asa's love was buried with the fathers of the city of David's father. And Joshua his son reigned in his place. And Ahab his son Jeroboam began to reign in Israel in the second year of Asa king of Judah. He reigned over Israel 2 years. He did even the side of the Lord, and the side of the Lord, and walked on the way of his father, over the sin which he made Israel to sin. Baasha his son Ahijah of the house of Isaac conspired against him, and Baasha struck him down in Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. And Nabin was over laying siege to Gibbethon, so Baasha killed him in the third year. Asa king of Judah, who reigned in his place. And as soon as he was king, he killed all the house of Jeroboam. He left the house of Jeroboam not one that breed, until he had destroyed it. According to the word of the Lord, they spoke by selling Ahijah the Shilonite. It was for the sins of Jeroboam they sinned, and he made Israel to sin, and because to the to which he provoked the Lord and the God of Israel. As the acts of Nadab and all they did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days. In the third year, Asa king of Judah, Baasha the son of Ahijah began to reign over all his actors. He reigned 24 years. The deal was even on the side of the Lord and walked in the way of Jeroboam. It is seal with which he made Israel to sin. And the word of the Lord came to Jehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha, saying, Since I exalted you out of the dust, and made you leader of my people Israel, and you walked in the way of Jeroboam, and made my people Israel to sin, provoking me to anger with your sins, he will utterly sweep away Baasha and his house, and I'll make a house like the house of Jeroboam, and then someone near that, and you're unbelonging to Baasha who dies in the sea, the dog shall eat. And he dies in the field, the birds of the house shall eat. The rest of the acts of Baasha and all he did as well. They're not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. And Baasha slept with his fathers and was buried at Tez. And Elah his son reigned his place. Moreover, the word of the Lord came by the prophet Jehu, son of Hanani, against Baasha and his house. That was because of all the evil that he did inside the Lord, provoking him to anger with the work of his hands, and being like the house of Jeroboam, and also because he destroyed it. In the 26th year of Asa, king of Judah, Elah son of Baasha began to reign over Israel and Tez, and he reigned 2 years. And he was servant Zimri, commanding the half of his tracks, and spied against him. And he was at Tez, drinking himself drunk in the house of Azra, who was over the household in Tez. Zimri came in and struck him down and killed him. In the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned in his place. When he began to reign, since he had seated himself on his throne, he struck down all the house of Baasha. He did not leave him a single male of his relatives or his friends. Thus Zimri destroyed the house of Baasha, according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke against Baasha by Jehu the prophet. All the sons of Baasha and the sons of Elah his son, which they sinned and they made Israel to sin, provoking the Lord God of Israel to anger with the Now the rest of the acts of Elah and all that he did, are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. In the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, Zimri reigned 7 days in Tez. And troops were encamped against Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines, and troops were encamped out at said, Zimri has conspired, and he has killed the king. Therefore orders are made Omri, the commander of the army, king over Israel, that day in the camp. So Omri went out from Gibbethon and all Israel with him, and they besieged Tez. When Zimri saw that the city was taken, he went into Citadel with the king's house and burned the king's house over with fire and died, because since he committed doing evil on the side of the law, walking in the way of Jeroboam, for a sin which he committed. Now the rest of the acts of Zimri, and conspiracy that he made, are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. And the people of Israel were divided into 2 parts. Half of the people followed Tibni, the son of Jun, to make him king, and half followed Omri. And the people who followed Omri overcame the people of Israel. The people who followed Tibni, the son of Jun, so Tibni died. Omri became king. In the 21st year, Asa king of Judah, Omri began to reign over Israel. He reigned for 12 years. 60 years he reigned in Tez. And he bought the hill of Samaria from Shema for 2 tons of silver. He fortified the hill and called it Sea, and he built Samaria after the name of Shema, the owner of the hill. Omri did what was evil inside the Lord, and did more evil than all who abhorred, for he walked in the way of Jeroboam, son of Nebat. In their sins he made Israel to sin, breaking the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger by the hours. Now the rest of the acts of Omri that he did, and the might she shown, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Omri slept with his father, Omri saw the was buried to Mary, and Ahab his son reigned in his place. In the 30th year, after King Judah, Ahab the son of Omri began to reign over Israel. Ahab the son of Omri reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years. Ahab the son of Omri did evil and silent more than all who were before him, as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat. He took his wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, king of Sidonians, and he went and served Baal and worshipped him. He erected an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he built in Samaria, and Ahab made an Asherah. And Ahab did more to provoke the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger than all the kings of Israel who were before him. In his days, Hiel of Bethel built Jericho. He laid its foundation, the cost of Aram, his firstborn, so its gates of the cost of his younger sons to the good, according to the word of the Lord, which spake by Joshua son of Nun. Now Elijah Tishbite and the Tishbite and Gilead said to Ahab, as the Lord the God of Israel lives, whom I stand, there shall be neither Jew nor rain in these years, except by my word. And the word of the Lord came to him, depart from here, and turn east, and hide yourself by the brook Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. You shall drink from the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, and he went and lived at the brook Cherith that is east of the Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening. And he drank from the brook. After a while the brook dried up, because there was no rain in the land. And the word of the Lord came to him, whereas go to Zarephath, which belongs to Sidon, and dwell there. And I have commanded a widow there to feed you. So he arose and went to Zarephath. And he came to Gilead the city. Behold, a widow was there gathering sticks, and he called to her and said, hand me a little water in a vessel that I may drink. And he was going to bring. He called and said, bring me a morsel of bread in your hair. And she says, Lord your God lives, I have nothing baked. I have only a handful of flour in a jar, and a little oil in a jug. And now I am gathering a couple of sticks that I may go and prepare for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said to her, do not fear, go and do as you said. First make me a little cake and bring it to me. After make something for yourself and your son. For thus is the Lord. God is the jar of flour shall be spent, the jug of oil shall be empty, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the earth. And she went and did as Elijah said, and she and her household ate for many days. The jar of flour was not spent, neither did the jug of oil become empty, according to the word of the Lord that he spoke by Elijah. After this, some of the woman, the mistress of the house, became ill, and his illness was so severe there was no breath left in him. He said to Elijah, what have you against me, a man of God? You continued to bring my sin to remembrance and to cause the death of my son. And he said to her, give me your son. And he took her from her house and carried him up into the upper chamber where he lodged and made him his own bed. And he cried to the Lord, Lord my God, why have you brought calamity upon even upon the widow, which whom I sojourned by killing her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, cried to the Lord, Lord my God, let this child's life come to him again. And the Lord listened to their voice and Elijah, and the life of the child came into it again. And he ran, and Elijah took the child and brought him down from the upper chamber into the house, and delivered them to his mother. And Elijah said, see your son rise. And the woman said to Elijah, I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord in your mouth is truth. And after many days the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd day, saying, go, show yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. So Elijah went to show himself to Ahab, and the fire was severe in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, who was over the household. And Ahab said to Obadiah, go through the land to all the springs of water and to all the valleys, as we may find grass and save the horses and mules alive, not lose some animals. So he divided the land between them and passed through. Ahab went in one direction by Ahab went in one direction by so they do it. Ahab went in one direction by himself, and Obadiah went in another direction by himself. And as Obadiah was on the way, behold, Elijah met him, and Obadiah recognized him from his face and said, is it you, my lord Elijah? He answered, it is I. Go, tell your lord, how Elijah is here. He said, how I see that you would give your son into the hand of Ahab to kill him. And as the Lord your God lives, there is no nation or kingdom where my Lord is not sent to seek you. And they would say, he would take an oath to the king of the nation. And they not offend you. And I say, go, tell your lord, behold, Elijah is here. And as soon as I go out from me, the Spirit of the Lord will carry, and know not where. And so when I come unto Ahab, and he cannot find, he'll kill me. So although I, your servant, feared the Lord from my youth, it has not been told my Lord what I do when Jezebel killed the prophets of the Lord. And I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50s in the camp, and fed them with bread and water. And I say, go tell your Lord, behold, Elijah is here. He'll kill me. And Elijah said, as the Lord your host lives, and I'll hear my stand, I'll surely show myself to him today. So Ahab went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. And Ahab saw Elijah, and Ahab said to him, is it you trouble Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but you have, you and your father's house, because you have broken the commandments of the Lord and followed the vows. And therefore send and gather all Israel to meet Mount Carmel, and 450 prophets of Baal, and 400 prophets of Asherah, who eat Jezebel's table bread. So Ahab stayed to all the people of Israel, and gathered the prophets together in Mount Carmel. And Elijah came near to all the people and said, how long will you go limping between 2 different opinions? And the Lord's God followed him, but if Baal then follow him, and people not answer him a word. And he didn't answer the Lord. Elijah said to Hiklu, you and I am only a prophet. Eli and Eliam left a prophet of the Lord. The best prophets of 450 men. And 2 bulls be given to us, and let them choose 1 bull from us and cut to pieces, and lay it on the wood. We put no fire to it. And prepare the other bull, and lay it on the wood, and put no fire to it. You call upon the name of your God, I will call upon the name of the Lord, and the Lord will call you answer by fire, he is God. And all the Hebrew answered, it is well spoken. And Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, choose for ourselves 1 bull, and prepare for this. You meaning call upon the name of your God, put no fire to it. And took the bull that was given, and he prepared it and called upon the name of Baal from morning till noon, saying, O Baal, answer us. There was no voice, no answer, and they lumped around the altar that they had made. And at noon Elijah mocked them, saying, cry aloud, for he is God. Either he is musing, or he is relieving himself, or he is on a journey, or perhaps he is asleep and must be awakened. And cried aloud and cut themselves off their custom with swords and lances, until the blood gushed out upon them. As midday passed, they raved on until the time of the offering of their oblation. There was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. And Elijah said to the come near to me, and all people came near to him. He prepared the altar to the Lord, there being thrown down. Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the stones of the sons of Jacob, dreaming the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be on it. This stone he built an altar to the name of the Lord. And he made a trench about the altar, as great as wood containing 2 seas of sea. And he put the wood in water, and cut the bottom piece, and laid it on the wood. He said, fill 4 jars with water, and pour on the burnt offering and the wood. He said, do it a second time, and they did it a second time. And he said, do it a third time. And they did it a third time, and the water ran around the altar, and filled the trenches with water. At the time of the offering of the oblation, Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, I have been known this day that you are God, and I may say, I have done all these things with your word and spirit, Lord, answer. And people know that you are Lord, you are the Lord and God. And you turned their hearts back, and the hard love fell and consumed the burnt offering. And the water and the stones and the dust, and lifted up the water that was in the trench. And all the people saw it, they found their face and said, the Lord, he is God, the Lord, he is God. And Elijah said to them, seize the prophets of Baal, that not one of them escaped. And Elijah brought them back down to the brook Kishon and slaughtered them there. So Elijah said to Ahab, go up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of rushing of rain. Ahab went up to eat and drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Mount Carmel. He bowed himself down to the earth, and put his face between his knees, and said to him, go up now, and look toward the sea. And he went up and looked, and said, there's nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. And the 7th time he said, behold, a little cloud like a man's hand rises from the sea. And he said, go up, say to Ahab, prepare your chariot and go down, lest the rain stop you. And in a little while the heavens grew black with clouds and wind, and there was great rain. And Ahab rose and went to Jezreel, and Hannah was with Elijah, and he gathered up his garment and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. And Ahab and Jezreel told Jezreel all that Elijah had done, and he killed the prophets with the sword. Jezreel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, so many the gods do say to me more. I said, hey, don't make your life as involved for one of them by this time tomorrow. And he was afraid. And he rose and ran for his life, and came to Jerusalem, and lost his life for 7 days. He himself went on a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a broom tree. Yesterday he might die, saying, it's enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers. And he lay down on the side under a broom tree. And an angel touched him and said to him, rise and eat. And he looked and behold, there was at his head a cake baked on hot stones and a jar of water. And he drank and lay down again. The angel's word came again a second time, and touched him and said, arise and eat, for the journey is too great for you. And he arose and ate and drank, and he ran in strength of that food 40 days, and 40 nights to Horeb the man of God. And there he came to a cave and lodged in it. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said to him, what are you doing here, Elijah? He said, I have been very jealous of the Lord, the God of your host. And the people have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. And I, even I, am the young life, and they seek my life to take it away. He said, go out and stand on the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by. And a very strong wind tore the mountains, and broke in pieces the rocks before the Lord. And the Lord was not in the wind, after the wind, an earthquake. The Lord was not in the earthquake, after the earthquake, a fire. The Lord was not in the fire, after the fire, the sound of a low whisper. Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in a cloak, and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. Now there came a voice to him and said, what are you doing here, Elijah? He said, I have been very jealous of the Lord, the God of hosts, that the people has ever forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. Now even I am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said to him, go, return your way to the wilderness of Damascus. And Uriah, you shall anoint Hazael to be king of Syria, and Jehu son of Nimshi shall anoint to be king of Israel. And Elisha son of Shaphat of Mahol, you shall anoint to be prophet in your place. And the one who escapes from the sword of Hazael shall put Jehu to death. And when it escapes from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha put to death. And I'll lay 7,000 in Israel, all of these that I have not bound to bear. Every mouth is not kissed, so he departed from there, and found Elisha son of Shaphat, who was plying with 12 yoke oxen from him. He was with the 12th. Elijah passed by him and cast a cloak upon him. He left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I'll follow you. He said to him, go back again. When I returned to you, he returned from following him and took the yoke of oxen, sacrificed and boiled their flesh. And ate the yokes of the oxen and gave it to the people. And he rose and went after Elijah and assisted him. And then Hadad king of Syria gathered all his army together. 32 kings were with him, all the horses and chariots, and they went up and close on Samaria, and fought against it. And he sent messengers to the city of King Uzziah, and said to Thus has Ben-Hadad, your servant God, among your best wives and children, so am I. And the king of Israel said, You will say, My Lord, the king of Israel, and all that. The king messengers came against him. Thus says Ben-Hadad, sent to you, saying, Deliver to me your servant, your God, your wives and children. Nevertheless, I'll send my servants to you tomorrow about this time. And we shall search your house and the house of your stones, the lakings, and whatever pleases you, and take it away. And the king called all the elders in the land and said, Mark now, see how this man is seeking trouble. And he sent to me for my wives and my children. They were my servant and God, for I did not refuse it. And the elders of the people said to him, Do not listen and consent. So he sent to the messengers of Ben-Hadad, Tell my Lord the king, all that you first upon and do this, and I will do the thing I cannot do. And the messenger departed and brought him word again. And Hadad sent unto him and said, It goes to say to me no more. I say, the dust of Samaria shall suffice for handfuls of all the people and follow me. The king answered, Tell him, let not him who strikes on his armor brace himself as he takes it off. And Ben-Hadad heard this message, he was drinking with the kings in the base. He said to his men, Take your position, and took their position against the sea. A prophet came out from came near to Ahab king and said to him, Thus says the Lord, Have you seen all this great multitude? Behold, I will give into your hand this day, and you shall know that I am the Lord. Ahab said by him, He said, Thus the Lord has sent to the governors of the districts. And he said, Who shall begin the battle? He answered, You, and he mustered 7 of the governors of the districts, and near 232. After he mustered people, 7,000. He went out and Ben-Hadad was drinking himself drunk and kindly. While Ben-Hadad was drinking himself drunk in the place, he and 32 kings. He helped him, sons of the governors of the districts went out first. Ben-Hadad sent out Syria. Ben-Hadad sent in scouts, and they reported, They are not coming up from Samaria. They said, If they come out from me, take them alive. And if they come out forward, take them alive. So they went out to see sons of the governors of the districts, and the army that followed them. He struck down his men. The Syrians fled, and Israel pursued them. But Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, kicked on horsemen. And the king of Israel went out and struck the horses and chariots, struck the Syrians with a great blow. Rob came near to King Israel and said to him, Come and strengthen yourself. Consider well what you have to do, and through the spring the king of Syria will come out against you. So the sons of the king of Syria said to him, The gods that go to the hills, and they are stronger than we. And as fight against them in the plain, surely you shall be stronger than they. And do is remove the kings, each one his Christ, and commands in the places of and muster an army like the army that you have lost. Horse for horse and chariot for chariot, we will fight against them in the plain. And surely you shall be stronger than they. He listened to their voice and did so. In spring, Ben-Hadad mustered the Syrians and went out to Aphek to fight against Israel. He put Israel mustered and were provisioned. And against them, he put his own camp before them like 2 little flocks of goats. And the Syrians filled the country, and a man of God came near and said to King Israel, Thus says the Lord, because the Syrians had said, The Lord is the God of the hills, but he is not a God of the valleys. Yet I will give all this great multitude in your land. And you shall know that I am the Lord. And they came opposite one another 7 days. And on the 7th day the battle was joined, and the people of Israel struck down the Syrians 100,000 foot soldiers one day. The Lord fled into sea Aphek, and the war fell upon 27,000 men who were left. And Hadad rose to front and entered the chamber of the sea. And the 7 said to him, Behold, now we have heard that the kings of the house of Israel are merciful kings. Let's put sackcloth around their waists and ropes on their heads and go up to the kings of Israel. Now we shall spare our life. And he tied sackcloth around their waists, put a rope on their heads and went to the king of Israel. So the servant Ben-Hadad said, Please let me live. And he said, Does he still live? He's my brother. Now the men were watching for us. And he quickly took it off from him and said, Yes, your brother Ben-Hadad. And he said, Go and bring him. And Ben-Hadad came out to him and caused him to come up into the chamber. And Hadad said to him, See that my father took from your father our store. You may establish bazaars so that yourself in Damascus. And as you my father did in Samaria, so I'll let you go on these terms. He made a covenant with him and let him go. And so the man of the sons of the prophet said to his father, Command the Lord, strike me, please. And the man of peace struck him. And he said to him, Because you have not obeyed the voice of the Lord, behold, as soon as you go from me, I shall strike you down. And he found another man and said, Strike me, please. And the man struck one into him. So the prophet departed before the king went away. And so with the band showed his eyes, and as the king passed, he found 2 kings. And so I went out into the midst of the battle. Behold, the soldiers turned and brought him into and said, God this man, if by any means he is living, your life shall be for his life. But else you shall pay a talent of silver. And as your soul must be him, and he was gone. The king of Israel said to him, So shall your judgment be, you yourself decide of it. And he hurried to take advantage from his wife away from his eyes. King Israel recognized him as one of the prophets. He said to him, Thus says the Lord, because you let go out of your hand the man whom I devoted for destruction, therefore your life shall be for his life, and your people for his people. The king of Israel went into his house of excellent Solomon and came to Samaria. Proverbs 9. 8. And does not wisdom call, does not understanding raise your voice? That's beside the way. At the crossroads she takes a stand beside the gates in front of the tent. And to the poor she cries aloud, to you a man I call my cries to the children. The simple ones like prince, foolish ones lance, and we fast speak noble things. Fast speak noble things, when I like will come whisper. From my mouth, what a truth we consider abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are righteous. There's nothing too still cooking. They are all straight to him you understand. Right to those fine knowledge, saying my instructions to us alone, knowledge rather than choiceful. This many bears and angels, not all that is, I cannot compare with the eyeballs and dogs, prince of fine knowledge and discretion. For the Lord's hatred, you have had arrogance in the way you. And for my speech I hate, I have counsel and sound, I have knowledge. I have insight, strength, I am meek, right, and I will understand. I am meek, right, Lord's decree was just. Lord's decree was just, Most decree was just by any principle and rules all who go just like love those who love me and those who do your family. There's no one with me, enduring wealth and righteousness, married to you, career is better than choice, gold, even fine gold. You may yield the choice so, and I walk in the way of righteousness and the path of justice, and dwelling in her sin, there's love me, and for this, dwelling my treasuries, and dwelling in church, look, that's been to beginnings with, the first is accidental, age to go outside with the first before the beginning of and there's no justice broken with it, and there are no springs bound before the man's name being shaped. And the man's name is revealed it for the hills has brought forth. And before he made the earth was filled, the first and dust of the world, he established heavens as them, and drew us up in the face of the day. And he drew and he made the skies above, he established the fountains to the fountains of the day. When he signed to see his love, so the world might not transgress his command. Not transgress his command, marks out the foundations of the earth. And as the sun, Michael must work, and last day of his delight, rejoicing pools, rejoicing in the earth, have to work and delight in the children. Children, man, now since listen to me, unless I do keep my his instruction be wise, do it in fact. There's only listen to me, watching dear my gates, waiting for silent dust, one find thing, firefly, and taste forever the world, ways to find me angel, so all hating like death. Psalm 136. Give thanks to the Lord for his good, for his staff is love and justice forever. Give thanks to God, for his staff is love and justice forever. Give thanks to the Lord for his staff is love and justice forever. You may learn does great wonders, for his staff is love and justice forever. Jim Brown's name made the heavens, for his staff is love and justice forever. You may stare at the earth with above the waters, for his staff is love and justice forever. Enjoys for you make the great life, for established love and joys for the sun to rule over the day, for established love and joys for the moon stars to rule over the night, for established love and joys for the instructor in the first point for established love and joys for the brothers are out from the month, for established love and joys for with a strong hand and ashes stone, for established love and joys for he divided the Red Sea into for established love and joys for made Israel pass through the midst of it, for established love and joys for over through fair and his host in the Red Sea, for established love and joys for he may let his people through the ones for established love and joys for he struck down great kings, for established love and joys for and killed mighty kings, for established love and joys for Zion king of the wise, for established love and joys for and old king of Bashan, for established love and joys for he had learned his heritage, for established love and joys for he had his users for established love and joys for and joys for and he remembers in the last day for established love and joys for rescue us from affairs for established love and joys for he is spiritual flesh for established love and joys for give thanks to God of heaven for established love and joys forever. Now astonished, now to the Lord's prayer, please pray upon heaven, heaven be your name, we can come, you will be not earth as it is in heaven. It's their day, breath, forgive us, forgive us, forgive us, forgive us, not to taste, let us leave one. Feels the kingdom, the power, and the glory of heaven, amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.